Yo, thank you guys. Welcome back. We're still with Tiffany Haddish and Jason Lee, getting into some deep conversations that I love. Oh my God. I just want to jump into it and ask, how did you break out of the system into being a comedian?
Well, I got emancipated from foster care. I was emancipated.
What?
Yeah, you know, you age out, basically. And my social workers who got me in the Laugh Factory Comedy Campaign, so I was doing stand-up all the way through till I was about 18, 19 years old, and then I realized, oh, I ain't making no money. I was getting like $25 a show, $10 a show. That's not how you gonna make a living. I ended up homeless when I got emancipated. Mm-hmm. So now I'm trying to I had to figure out what I'm gonna do. So I ended up getting a job at an airline, and I was doing that, and then I got really depressed, went through a whole depression where I was sick to death. And I went into psychiatric therapy, and the therapist is like, what makes you happy? And I said, well, hearing people laugh, seeing people smile, that makes me feel good. And she's like, well, why don't you get back into doing stand-up part-time? I was about 21. Mm-hmm. She said, why don't you just do it as a hobby? So then I did one show, and then after that one show, somebody's like, hey, I want to book you to do this and do this. And so then I remember my first gig, I made $50 and I bombed. I mean, it was a horrible show. And I made $50 and they still paid me. I was like, well, I guess this is what I'm gonna be doing the rest of my life because I sucked at that. And they still paid me. I'm gonna keep doing it.
What made you think that it sucked? What you thought about it?
They booed. They booed, and it was a show. It's so funny because it was a show that was it was like a bunch of lesbians there. All my jokes was about having a boyfriend and all this stuff about boys, and they was I got a boyfriend in the drawer for you, and they was yelling all this stuff at me, and I'm like, look guys, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. What are you guys doing? I turned into a Valley girl instantly, and it was and they was like, go home. I'll take you home, baby. Don't cry. I was like, I'm not crying. I get off the stage, and they still handed me my $50, and I was like, wow, I'm gonna do this always.
I'm gonna do this always, regardless if they love me or hate me. This is what,
But I did get booed in.
Well, that's funny that you say that because on the show, I do want to address some of these topics and dive into all of these different what we have available to us, right? All of these, because I have $14,000 once I got of age, which was 18. You said you at 21?
That's when I started, that's when I got depressed and went back into
comedy. But you didn't know that there was any money available to you that could have been.
And see, I didn't get no money.
I ain't get no money either.
Yeah, I got $14,000.
But you also got adopted.
Oh, y'all was just in foster care, so that's the difference.
I don't know, because we was.
I got a trash bag, and I left.
That was just it. See,
Wait, so
I was
who
adopted.
gave you the $14,000?
I was
the
Social
was that
Security
taxable,
system.
or they just straight
no tax.
Oh yeah, hell no.
Social Security gave you $14,000.
That's where I believe it was from. I just remember I wanted it so bad, and I could not wait to get the money to leave Oakland.
Who died?
Nobody died.
The only way I know to get money from Social Security is if you're not disabled personally, is because a family member passed. That's the only way I know.
No, ain't nobody passed.
No?
Nope, they just said that it was from foster care, and they was trying to get in touch with me because they had the check for $14,000, and I remember because I wanted the check before 4th of July because I was had this whole thing. I'm gonna give me an outfit, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to be out here lit, you know what I'm saying?
I feel
but that's why I want to address these things because I want to know.
I just found my old social worker. I'm about to be like, did you get my $14,000?
Yeah, yep. And they said that we're not gonna give it to nobody else, not your foster parent or anybody else that took care of you, because people are calling trying to get the money, and we're coming to make sure that you get the money.
And this is in the state of California?
Yeah, California. I was in Oakland.
Oh, I got to do the research.
Yeah,
that's what we're going to do on this show. I want to bring awareness to all these different things that they have available for these children.
Like, I know about college, they'll get your books, they help you with tuition and stuff. If it's a school in your state, they can help you get grants and stuff like that.
Yeah, because you see how you was like, yo, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then once you get to a certain age, they be like, all right, get no money for you. You gotta go. You gotta hit the road.
But I don't think it's responsible to give no kid right out of foster care a check for 14 grand either.
But look what I did with my money.
Well,
but
it
you
worked
was
for you.
a smart one.
I made it though.
That worked for you. Me, I don't know what I'd have been doing.
Did you do the independent living program?
No.
Like I was in the independent living program and they teach you how to open up a bank account, how did they do job interview stuff. They give you a suit so you can go on the job interviews. That's how I was able to get the job at the airline.
They didn't give me none of that. I'm telling you right now, if there's kids listening right now and you don't like your parents, leave home at 17, get in the foster care system, then get out and get a check for 14 grand, and then you good.
That's
why
what we're
I say let's do the research on this a little more to make sure.
That wasn't
I feel like she got an inheritance she don't know about.
Right.
If I do, then why I don't know them? I don't know my family.
Sometimes you have a mysterious. You said you got 7 brothers and sisters, and you only deal with 2.
They by different daddies.
Yeah, but maybe somebody thought they
Maybe
was
somebody hit the lottery. I don't know.
No, it was.
And it was the state of California.
Yeah, it was the state of California.
And non-taxable.
Non-taxable. I got the $14,000 and got my trash bag and put it in the new Legend that I got for $7,000 and went and hit the road by myself.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you. At least you had some seed money. At least you had some seed money.
Listen, God was there.
I'm about to research this because I know so many foster kids right now that I mentor and talk to, and if this is possible, like, and to teach them how they can invest that and like make their dreams come true would be amazing.
Yeah,
if that, I mean, when was this? Was this in the 1900s or the early 2000s?
It's not right for this. Let me tell you. I'm
just saying.
I got that $14,000 to hit the road. And I really felt, I was praying because I didn't know what I was going to do. I really was like, God, what am I going to do? Because the boy that I was with, you know, he was just like cheating. So, and I was living with them. And I was just over it. And I was so tired. I didn't know what I was going to do. Nobody would let me stay with them. People was like closing their doors to me. You know what I'm saying? I was so tired. And when they said you got $14,000, I was just like, Lord, thank you so much. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna get this money, but I'm gonna call these people one day and I'm gonna have $14,000 to everybody. Like, yeah, I was so excited about 4th of July. I really thought I was gonna be so fitted. My check didn't come before 4th of July. It was okay. But you know what I'm saying? After that, I hit the road and I came to LA. And I used my resources. I met a bunch of people and I was down to my very last dollar. Like, I literally had like $1,000 left and was staying in a hotel every night here by myself. And everybody kept saying, she gonna be back, she gonna come back to Oakland, watch, she ain't gonna make it,
You made it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, round of applause for me. Give me that. Okay, Ola, what's up, Ola? Because we have Ola here on the show, and what would you like to ask?
Man, first, my voice is shot.
Uh-oh, what happened, Ola?
I'm getting over a cold.
She was at the birthday party, too.
Okay.
Okay, so, Jason,
Yes.
what did your foster person tell you when you said they were taking you to church every day?
Okay, well, what I did was, I remember the one time we actually got in a fight about it. I was so bad that they left me at home, but they locked the gate. But at that time, I was a lot skinnier than I am now, so I climbed through the thing and broke out and ran away to my friend's house. But anyway, I ended up getting kicked out for the most part. They just weren't happy. It wasn't that I didn't like God, it just, every day.
You know,
Prayer
some people need it more than
service,
others.
Yeah, because Ola actually works in the system here in LA.
Right.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
actually have her on the show soon.
Nice.
Some people do give money, but it's a case-by-case basis. So, yeah, you know.
I would have took that $14,000 to open a dispensary.
You know, you would have been an adult.
But
so
this was
that would've
probably
been
the
on you.
late 1900s.
Tiffany is
I would
still is
have
now.
rented
It's
out
now.
somebody's backyard. I mean, anyway, I'm sorry.
No, so it's a case-by-case basis, depending on, like, the level of foster care that they're in or if they're adopted.
Well, what's the level of foster care?
Like she said, I mean, you guys were in foster
Well, like,
care,
you
but
said
you wasn't adopted.
You got kicked out, so
Yeah.
you may have had behavioral issues.
Well, I wasn't a level 14, if that's what you're saying. That was for level 4. I know the levels.
Right, so, like, the higher the level, the more money the people get.
But the people that are in the level
What
14,
level was you?
Okay, wait. No, wait. Because what I'm about to say, what she's revealing over here is she had behavioral issues.
No, it's
Because
not
the level
always
14
behavioral issues.
No, because level 14, they tying them down. They stress, they
Listen,
straight
it's not
jacket and
always
medicine and all
behavioral,
that.
but I'm saying in your case, it could have been behavioral.
No, it wasn't. I was a very good kid.
No, you weren't. You just said you was hopping gates
I
and
was.
getting all out.
Right,
You didn't want to go to church.
No, at that time I didn't want to be on my knees praying every day. I waited till I got older and You know.
Wait.
Is this TV? What is it? No, I'm just saying, like,
Wait.
you don't want to.
You can say what you want to say,
No, I'm just
Jason.
saying, like, you know, I don't think I was even gay then, so being on my knees wasn't even an option. But like every single day, choir rehearsal,
That's
usher board.
good.
No, it's great. But I know what Deuteronomy was. Okay, I should get a pass at least 2 days a week because I knew that book of the
Right.
Bible. It was too much. That was child abuse.
That was
For real.
That was not. That's why you stayed there.
No, I got kicked out.
Well, okay. Well, it was not. That's why we didn't remove you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all my social worker ever did was bring me a Happy Meal, and I'm like, come on.
Talking to the mic. Hola.
Huh?
Talking to the mic.
I am, but my voice is just.
Okay.
She was at the
All
party.
right.
last
Well, we're
night.
gonna see you when you come back to the show.
Yes,
But
thank you.
we're gonna bring some awareness to these kids out here and what funds are actually available to them.
Yeah.
Because there is a lot of things that we don't know about, and I want to bring awareness to that. You know what I mean? Whatever the numbers are that they can call, whatever the amounts are that they are welcome to, whatever it is
Yeah.
that we have to dig into, I want to provide that on this show for the children.
Definitely.
But one thing I will say, all jokes aside, I mean, I know I say a lot of crazy stuff, is that in writing the book and the reason why I wrote the book, even in starting my own company, even in moving to LA and leaving a really good job, I had a really good career before I came to LA. But I wasn't doing what I was passionate about. I remember when I was in group homes and foster homes, the counselors never really told me I could be anything. There was nobody instilling hope in me. And when I got out, I was so mad at just the world that I was put in the system and didn't have my freedom that I just stayed in the streets. So after getting shot and going through all that, I just felt like I had to really figure it out. Bless you. But I always believed in myself. I always believed in
That's
myself.
where it starts. It's all good.
Huh?
That's where it starts.
Yeah, I always believed in myself. And
That's
then I feel like in telling your story and the reason why I feel like my book is important and her book that inspired me to write my book is important is because it don't matter what your circumstances, you could literally be anything you want,
Yeah.
period.
If you think it, you can achieve it.
That's
the
real.
Facts.
Yeah.
Round of applause for that. If you think it, you can achieve it. It's just the facts. Come on, y'all got to get into it now. We talking about some good stuff up here, okay? But is that how that you got into loving hip hop, and not only loving hip hop, but Hollywood Unlocked? Because you be asking questions on loving hip hop. I mean Hollywood. I be like, listen, Jason, if I come up there, don't go ham on me because
No.
I am not prepared to answer some
No,
of these
you've
questions.
been on the show 3 times. She's been twice. Y'all answer, but I like interviewing people that I like and that I feel like I can have real conversations with. No, I just ask the questions people want to know, and I don't try to insult nobody or anything like that. But loving hip hop, that was really like a marketing tool. That wasn't. I don't want to be a reality star. It's just
I
free
feel that.
marketing.
I feel that. It didn't work for me.
Well, yeah.
I was like,
Well, it didn't work for me the first season, or the second season, but this season's, I was able to tell my story.
and get this book.
Yeah, and
get
get
this
my book out there. Mhm.
Yeah, and you named it God Must Have
Have-
Forgot About Me because of what?
Because I think you go through time, all the the rough times you go through in life, you always, I don't know if everybody else, but I'd be like, God, for real? Like, God, like, you giving it to them, God? Like, God, why not me? Like, God, hey, nigga,
But-
So I was always asking that question. You got to read the book to understand that towards the end, of course, you
Yeah.
realize that's a test to your faith and your strength and your ability to survive. And so, yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm really proud of you too, Jason. I always say that. And I know that on Love and Hip Hop, and, I mean, everybody's just a little afraid of you in the business, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Not everybody. I was at dinner one time.
Not everybody.
No, this is why I love her. We're at dinner one night, and I ain't gonna say who because he watching this and he know I'm talking about him. But he said to me, you're messy. And she like in the middle of eating her food just stopped him and was like, yo, if he telling the truth, he telling your truth. If you living your truth,
messy.
that's not messy.
If you don't want nobody knowing what you getting down,
Don't
then
put it out
do
there.
it. Don't put it out there.
Yeah.
I think when people get mad, like, oh, they said this about me or whatever, it's like, is it the truth? Well, yeah, but then it's not being messy. It's messy when they making up stories. Or if you out here doing some sideways stuff and you don't want nobody to know, hey, how about don't do it in front of nobody? How about that?
yeah, I feel that.
And we do a balance of world news, good things, and what people are doing. But I look at it like, listen, I've created my own platform. I'm a black employer. I employ other people of color. My attorneys are black. I circulate my money in my community, and I stand up for young black journalists.
That's what I'm talking about,
I
audience.
stand up for
Get
young black
into
journalists
it.
who are overlooked on the red carpets and stuff like that, because being a black person in Hollywood, whether you're an A-list celebrity or you're a journalist starting out on the red carpet, you're already treated differently than everybody else. So, I mean, I'm just aggressive enough to not give a fuck.
Look at us. Up here just doing our thing. Just doing our thing, regardless of the system. Yeah, and just being honest with ourselves. I love that about us, and I want to really, you know, encourage the kids out there in foster care or being adopted, you know, out there. You can achieve it. It's okay that, you know, your family is not there for you and things like that. It makes us so sad and frustrated and confused at times when we're coming up, but you can still do it, and you can do it better. You know what I'm saying? Because that, I mean, going through all of that with nobody to turn to but God, you know what I'm saying? Having that moment in your life where you're like, okay, where do I go? And God says, you come to me. You know what I mean? That's who's here for you. And if you think about it, I always think about it like, okay, you know, my biological father wasn't there, my biological mother wasn't there growing up for me or whatever, but I think about a mother or a father to a child, and I feel like God is that to me. You know what I'm saying? He's my real father. When I think about if I should be scared of God, no, but you need to do right. You know what I'm saying? Just like you would to your father or your mother. You know what I'm saying? That he's gonna be here for you regardless if he has to chastise you a little bit and show you the way. You know what I'm saying? He's never gonna hurt you though. You know, so, and I understand your point of view too, like, well, why not me, or why did this happen to me? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not somebody else? And I think that it's a lot of people out there that feels that way. I do get social anxiety, and sometimes I shell up and go and stay in the house and don't want to be in the public, you know what I'm saying? And it kicks in sometimes.
No, I recently did an interview where somebody said, if you could change one thing about your life, what would you change? And I think my brother getting murdered, me being shot, my mom being on drugs, me being in a group home. And it's kind of selfish to say I wouldn't change anything, because I really feel like when I did my soul searching last year, reading all these books, I said, I got it. God put me through all that to be able to be strong enough to tell other people who don't feel they are that they can too make it through. And I would say one more thing in terms of the Hollywood Unlocked. I do understand, like, Hollywood Unlocked does create a filter that for me that I think most people don't get to see unless you're close to me, like my friends that are up here.
True.
So the book really is the beginning of me separating myself a little bit from Hollywood Unlocked to create a platform where I can go and speak and help people, because, like, she's busy working every day doing what she's doing in her career, but she still finds time to give back to those who were in her position. And I really feel obligated. You know, 42. How more lit can you be if you're not helping other people? So that's really what I'm on now.
But you got to also remember, sometimes you go through those things so that you can handle the stress of success. Because people think, oh, once I'm successful, everything's going to be easy.
Oh my God.
It does not get easier. You just know how to maneuver better.
Yeah.
Because you've been through so much, you can handle it so much better. Like, people like, oh, you don't be tripping off of the mean things people say on social media? No, I don't trip off of it. Actually, I'll be laughing because I don't know these people. I don't love these people. My mom used to say some of the meanest things to me. That's the first person I ever loved. That's the person I worshiped the ground she walked. She was my God. I didn't know God at 1 year old. I knew my mother, right? And she would say some of the meanest, most awful things. And so now we got social media. And she prepared. I used to be like, man, why she's so mean to me? I can't stand her. Why she's so mean to me? Then social media comes, and social media will try to tear you up, and they can't even mess with me because why? My mama already was mean to me. She already prepared me for this. Like, I was.